I had a friend tell me the other day that their power bill went from $600 to $800. Literally went from $600 to $800 because of some service fees, some delivery fees, and just overall price increases with the power company. First of all, I said, friend, first and foremost, where do you live that your power bill is $600 a month, period? Friend, what are we doing? You better go around the house and tell them kids to turn off those lights. Like, what are we really doing that your power bill is $600? Like, do you live in a $5,000 square foot home? Like, what's happening that, number one, that's where you started. Even $600 is where you started from. And then jump to $800. It's getting real out here, right? So our power bills are astronomical. The eggs are $6 a dozen. And life overall is getting too out of hand in terms of expenses. It's all crazy. It is crazy. And so the question becomes, what do you do in the instances where your bills are soaring, but your income is remaining the same, right? What do you do when your bills are soaring and your income is remaining the same? So I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. First and foremost, I'm going to tell you I've been laying real low. So I had a high spend month like last month or maybe the month before that, but I was spending crazy money. But right now, what am I doing? I'm laying so low, people don't even see me, right? I don't be out in the streets. I would like to be out at a happy hour, but I can't right now because I'm laying so low. That's what I'm doing. I'm not spending a dime right now. I am just saving every extra penny that I have. I'm either saving it in my regular savings account or my money market, not my money market, my high yield savings account. Putting it in there because that's where my emergency fund is. I'm putting it towards my investments or I'm paying down my mortgage with it, right? And so those are the things that I'm doing. I'm laying so low. I'm not doing the most right now. I'm not doing extra right now. I'm not spending on nothing right now. So when people ask me what I'm doing, I'm laying low. There's no secret. There's no special secret to any of it. Because when we get to the point where our power bill is $800, listen, it is time for us to just stay in the house and turn all the lights off. Turn every single light off. Even turn the TV off. No, you can't charge nothing. When it gets to the point where your power bill is $800, you gotta stay in the house. You gotta stay in the house. You can't be going out. You can't be eating out. You can't be hanging out with friends. You have to stay home. You literally gotta. It is a sacrifice that none of us want to make. Okay? It is not a sacrifice that I am willing to make. I want to be outside eating oysters and shrimp at my favorite place. That's what I want to do. But I cannot do that right now. So neither can you if you can't afford those prices or your bills are crazy. You can't do it. And sometimes we have to face the realities of it, right? And so as I'm laying low, what am I doing? I'm not totally just laying low and not spending anything at all. I'm spending on like little treats like steak for the family. We're doing like little extra things, but in the house, like low key things in the house. We're getting our favorite treats, but instead of going out to our favorite places to get desserts, we making them in the house, right? Instead of going to our favorite places to eat, we're making these things in the house. We are having so many TikTok meals. It is insane, right? So my kids are taking these TikTok meals and taking them to the next level. And that's what we're doing. We're laying low. Especially when we know that the summer is coming and we're going to want to turn up. So we're going to have money to do that. And so for now, that's what you got to do. The second thing that I'm doing is I am paying off my home, right? So I am paying off my home. I still have a long, long way to go. It's not like this is going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next month. It's not going to happen next year. But it will happen. And by that time, bills will be quadruple the prices that they are now, but I won't have an issue because then I will have no housing expense. I will have no debt. And so I am right now, I'm taking care of my tomorrow today, so to speak, right? So I'm paying off this home so that we can live very, very comfortably, meaning bills might be high, but because we don't have any housing expenses, no car expenses, of course you have your insurances and stuff like that, your registrations, but no housing expenses, no car expenses, no credit card debt, because we don't have any of those things or won't have any of those things, it won't, I'm not going to say it won't matter, but we won't feel the pinch as much. You know what I mean? We will not feel the pinch as much. So today, if I were you, I would start to pay off any debt that I have, because that's the only way you're going to be able to survive. Like, think about it. If the expenses are where they are now, where are they going to be tomorrow? Where are they going to be next month if your expenses, if you have an $800 power bill right now, what is it going to be 2 years from now, 3 years from now? Think about it. So this is not something that you can do tomorrow, pay off your debt, not by tomorrow, but by the time that it really matters, by the time that it really counts, you will be free and clear of your debt, and then you will be able to receive the higher prices in whatever it is, right? It's not that we want it, it's not that we welcome it, but it's probably going to come regardless. And you want to prepare yourself today for what is going to happen tomorrow. You have to. And the last thing that I am doing is I am bringing in more money. I don't want to work additional hours, but I am, because it's too much going on, right? And so when I feel like there's too much going on in terms of the economy, the stock market is doing something crazy right now. Just bills are crazy, right? So what I do is I kind of like go into stork mode, where I kind of just start, I don't know, preparing and saving money, and I'm just hoarding money at this point, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And so making more money is a part of that. Making more money is a part of that. And so I actually have, I'm an educator. And so I've also been doing something outside of my main job, which is early intervention, where I serve populations of children with different types of delays. And so while it is not always ideal for us to go out and do a job after our main job, but it is a comfort to me because of how the times are going. And it's okay. Like, we have to do the things that are important to us, especially in terms of our finances. We have to do the things that make us comfortable, and we have to do the things that are allowing us to meet our needs. And so you might have to get a side hustle, and that is okay. You might have to pick up an additional job, and that is okay. And so, listen, that is life. Bills are high, and the question becomes, what are you going to do? I told you what I'm going to do, or what I'm currently doing, but the question becomes, what are you going to do?